Making the Alfredo sauce for our cheese ravioli. I'm going to turn my oven on, pressing the button in, going to a medium heat, about 6. I'm using a small burner that matches the size of my pan. We're going to place a half a stick, 1/4 cup of butter, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. You do want to use heavy whipping cream or you won't get the desired thickness that an Alfredo sauce has. Adding 1/4 of a package, 2 ounces of cream cheese. This is a product where you want everything ready to go. You'll notice I have my minced garlic, my spices, which is salt, pepper, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning, as well as a half cup of Parmesan cheese ready to go. This is a very fast moving sauce and you want to be ready. It also could scorch, and you can just zoom in on the pot and notice that on the inside of it. Notice that it's already starting to melt. It's going to be something hanging on with your helper hand, continuously stirring until those 2 ingredients are melted, and then we'll add our other products. You can see that our butter and cream cheese are melted. It did take probably 1 to 2 minutes to do that, continuously stirring to avoid burning. I'm going to add my minced garlic. You could use fresh, but we're using minced in a class. And our seasonings, spices, and then our cheese, half cup of Parmesan cheese. So the Parmesan cheese will give it its kind of tangy flavor. The cream cheese is a thickener. The heavy whipping cream and butter are the real traditional Alfredo sauce bases. I was not happy with any of the recipes that I found that did not use cream cheese. They were really runny and I didn't want to add flour and dilute the flavor. So I stumbled across one that added cream cheese and I thought, try that, and this was what I really preferred. You certainly could add less spices, but you really do need the salt and pepper and the garlic powder for sure. If you want to add less of the green, less of the Italian seasoning, that's just fine. I know I have one child at home that doesn't prefer the green in anything, but it does give it the flavor. And I'm going to continue to stir this and hang on to it until it's thickened, about 3 to 5 minutes. I've noticed that as I'm stirring, it's really coming to a rolling boil. I'm going to turn it down to like a 3 right now. I don't want it to burn. It's not worth the risk. Continuously stirring. You're never going to want to stop stirring this. Reducing your heat as it really starts to boil. So it is thickening, but it is definitely not as thick as I'd like it yet. So continuing to stir until it gets that thick. The cream cheese is what's going to firm up a little bit and get a little bit thicker as we go. Now it's starting to stick and adhere. You can see it's starting to stick to my whisk, and that's when I can start to tell that it's getting thicker. It's also sticking to the sides of my pans. And we don't want it too thick because you're going to be rewarming this up at home. We're not going to be eating it today. I'll go ahead and turn my heat off, pressing in, turning to the off position, stir continuously for a little bit. And this is the part, if you need a little assistance, please ask an instructor. We're going to transfer our sauce to our take-home container, which you have brought, hopefully, and transferring that slowly and carefully. If you need help, please do ask us. This is, if it's boiling, it's over 212 degrees. Give you a nasty burn, so make sure that you're asking for help if you need it. I do want to point out that you do not want to put a lid on this. To carry it home, you'll have to put a lid on, but at home, you're going to leave the lid off, and you might want to even stir it a little bit here and there, because stirring will dissipate the heat and allow the heat to release and escape. If you put the lid on too early, it'll trap the heat and it'll get into the temperature danger zone, and then your family will be sad because that will make them sick. Yummy, yummy. Enjoy.